How you doing, guys? Professor EDC with a special video for you. Check out this wolf pack. Yep, the 13 wolves of Professor EDC. This is my personal Jack Wolf collection, and for some time now I've been asked, Professor, what's your favorite Jack Wolf knife? And that's a tough question because right now I'm just going to clear that up. All of them are my favorite knives. I've said this before. I think these are the Chris Reeve of the slip joints in matters of production. And yeah, there are pretty good ones out there, but I've never quite seen just not only the quality, but the continuous quality and creativity on each and every one of these. I think Ben Belkin is doing a great job with the brand, with the models, and we're going to see that in this video. It is a tough video because, like I said, all of them are my favorite, and to choose which ones stay, which ones go. I mean, just imagining, right? None of these are going to go anywhere. And if some people have asked me as well, hey, Prof, would you, if you had to choose a collection, would you keep this one or would you keep another one, your modern collection? And I would have to say I love my slip joints, and I think I would keep the slip joints collection if I had to choose one, and I would choose perhaps the Omnamzan or the Zabenza or the Inkosi 4. I don't know, to have a stronger folder. But anyways, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mention the names, and then I'm going to take out which ones are gonna go first, and which ones are gonna stay. Now there will not be an order as to this is my favorite Jack Wolf. This I'm just going to say, okay, this one is going to stay in my top 7. This is a top 7, okay? And then we'll see if we do a top 5. Why 7? Because it's a special number, like 13. Here we have my 13 peregrine knives, and that's taken from a book from Garcia Marquez, and I love that kind of thing. Anyways, so the first one to go is going to be the Little Bro. Oh, I was going to mention the names of each one. Anyways, okay, why the Little Bro? Because the name says it, the Little Bro. And though I love the knife and I use it, and I carry this because it's very comfortable to carry, even without the slip, it's little, and I do prefer a bit bigger. But I'm just making some excuses as to, nitpicks, and they're not really nitpicks. I love this knife and I wouldn't let go of it. It's just, I gotta find something to say so that I can take them out. But anyways, this is the sharpshooter. This was the first Jack Wolf knife to be released, and I love this thing. I have a 44 GEC, which I also adore, and anyways, that's the first release. The second release was the laid back Jack. Where is the laid back Jack? Where's the laid back? Here it is. This was the second release, the laid back Jack, a swayback. Love this thing. Love all of them. I'm going to skip the love and I'm just going to mention the names and how they came out. Okay, the third one to be released, if I remember correctly, was the Little Bro. And not everybody has a Little Bro, and I was one of the lucky ones. And just gotta think of something to reduce it to 7. The Magnificent 7. Okay. The next one was the Midnight Jack. This was the 4th release, and I hope that is the correct order. I'm not sure if the Midnight Jack was 3rd and the Little Bro 4th. I think it's. You'll correct me down in the comments, but this is the Midnight Jack. A beauty, just a beautiful blade. Comfortable in hand, the size is perfect. I'm gonna shut up and I'm just gonna continue with this, otherwise it's going to be too long of a video. The next one was the Benny's clip, and here we have the Benny's clip, also called the Lannis clip in other brands. Now, that's something I also like that Ben has done, to modify just a bit the name of the knives as to make them his, right? To make the names of, without erasing the history, he keeps that, he respects and keeps that name for the traditional patterns, and he modifies them a bit to make them his. And that's just something, again, kudos to Ben. He's killing it. Next, this was the Benny's clip, and the canine was next. Here we go. Dog's leg canine. This was one of those that surprised me, because when I saw them on the website, I thought, oh, okay, this is one of those I'm not going to like that much, or I'm not going to like, and couldn't be more wrong. Canine. Next was the Vampire Jack. There we go. And the materials have been changing. I love what he's doing again with the materials. For me, it's a pity that we have no micartas, but I do love my micartas. The next was the Cyborg, and this is a pattern, an absolute new pattern. This design is entirely by Ben, and this is his, I would say, his first baby, or at least in out of this 13. This pattern didn't exist before, and won't you know, it's just freaking cool and amazing. Okay, the low drag was next, I think. Or was it the Venom? I think it was the... Anyways, here we have the low drag. Teardrop or bullet pattern. Gorgeous. Let me move the chair. I decided to sit down because I don't know how long it's going to take. So that is the low drag. And then the Javelina. Here we have a sew belly pattern. Beautifully made Javelina. Then the Venom. Warncliffe, right? I still gotta get, I do have that. I can distinguish between the Warncliffe and the sheep's foot, but then the lamb's foot comes in, and the modified lamb's foot or sheep's foot, or let's just try to keep it simple. So that would be the Venom. And then we had the Big Bro. Here we go. Bigger version of the boy's knife of the Little Bro. The Venom, the Big Bro. Great size. And last but not least, the Feel Good Jack. This is the most recent model or pattern, and we're going to start here because I've already said this in English and in Spanish. Immediately, I have never really liked the doctor's knife. This is the pattern of the doctor's knife, but Ben modified it, of course, and of course I opened the tube, the box, the tube, got it out, and I immediately fell in love with this knife because it's very different. It conserves that air of the traditional, but just made something different. And boy, oh boy, do I love this thing. So we're going to start there, and we're going to move this around. This stays, and to make sure, let me see, how am I going to do this? Okay, let's just put them together side by side, and from there we'll start choosing. Okay, I hope you guys enjoy this. I don't mean to be a martyr, but this this type of exercises are always difficult, and I'm pretty sure you know what I mean. I'm pretty sure you've done this type of exercises yourselves. So let's get to it. Okay, so the Feel Good Jack, the Dr. Feel Good Jack, is one of my magnificent 7. Remember, 7. So the next one to go, the first one to go was the Little Bro because of the size. Just, you know, whatever I'm going to think of to kick them one by one out. The next one out is going to be the Big Bro, and I would have loved for the Big Bro to have a bigger blade. That's my only, I don't know, the only thing I can say about it. So, yeah, gotta think of something, right? The next one to stay is the Cyborg. You guys knew that, didn't you? I've always said that this design by Ben is just amazing, and it absolutely, I stand by it. This design of his, this geometry, the ergos, the feel in hand when using, it's just, I love this thing. Even especially as well, this carbon fiber, this pink carbon fiber, I didn't think I would like it, and again I was proven wrong by Ben. So the Cyborg is one of the 7 magnificent. Let me move them like that. Okay. All right, next one. Oh geez, man. And how was it? I just anyways, I just did this video a couple of hours ago, and I totally forgot because of a few things. I did it in Spanish and I forgot. See, that's what I'm talking about. Forgot which ones stayed and go. I had clear the bros, but because they, well, it was a pair, right? The two bros went away. Anyways, so it might not be the same order, but I don't have a script, and I don't have that good of a memory. Jesus, man. Well, the Vampire Jack. The Vampire Jack goes. Why? I don't know. I love the blade, but I do prefer different blades than this spear point, and I guess that's about it. Nothing else. And I do love that knife. Just have to think of something. Next one. The Venom. The Venom is going to stay. This Warncliffe, and I liked Warncliffes before, but when I started using the Jack Wolves, I immediately fell in love with Warncliffes, and heck, it's just a fantastic knife, utility knife, and one of those that I really enjoy using all of the time. So one of the Magnificent Seven right there. The next one is, of course, the Lannis clip. And the Lannis clip, or Benny's clip in this case, is gonna go. You thought it was going to stay, right? Well, it's gonna go. And I'm regretting that. Anyways, it's gonna go because I don't know, just because it's gonna go, man. The next one, the dog's foot. The dog's foot or the canine stays. I've said that before, right? This exaggerated, elongated dog's foot is surprised me, and when something surprises me that much and feels so good and looks so good, and let me correct myself because these are two spear points, right? Yes, they are. Anyways, just a bit different. But I do love how this thickens towards the tip, or widens, not thickens, widens towards the tip, and it just everything about this pattern I really enjoy. So the dog's foot stays, the canine stays. The Javelina has to stay as well. I've always loved the Sow Belly, and I had a couple of Rough Riders. Love those. Unfortunately, I've had to let them go and sell them. It's just the way it goes. I think that all of the knives I've sold from my collection, the ones that hurt me the most are the traditionals, and just something about traditionals. It doesn't matter if it's a Jack Wolf, if it's a Rough Rider, if it's a GEC, it's, you know, case. I really love traditionals. And that's something that also surprised me, because I never thought that a folder with no locking mechanism, you know, would really stay. with me, and I was proven wrong. Anyways, the sharpshooter. The sharpshooter has to go. Don't get me wrong, I have the 44 JWK. I love this pattern, and especially with one blade, how it feels. It's just more comfortable, but just have to make this quicker and just go with it. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5. That means 2 more stay. And the next one to stay is going to be the Midnight Jack. Man, I love this pattern. This very much like a modified, right, Barlow. For those experts on, and I am no expert on slip joints, but for those, please correct me if I say anything wrong. I do appreciate appropriate feedback. But I do love this Barlow-like pattern and this sheep's foot, I think. I just love it. And then there were 6, and we need 1 more. So, which one would you choose? Which would be your pick, your magnificent 7? So, the low drag is going to be my 7th. That means that my swayback, which I adore the swayback, and also called Viper, I think, with a few different things of JWK. It's just, no reason in particular, it just has to go. These are my magnificent 7. Perhaps on next video with a new pattern, as Ben has, it's just something that it's already accustomed to get a new knife from Jack Wolf, and oh man, this is one of my favorite ones, and this has happened over and over, and we'll see what happens. But up to this point, 1 year after, 13 knives, these are my magnificent 7. The Cyborg, the Dr. Feelgood, the Venom, the K9, the Javelina, the Midnight Jack, and the Low Drag Jack. If I could only keep 7 from this collection, I would keep this 7. Hope you enjoyed it, and please let me know in the comments which would be your magnificent 7. Professor EDC out.